What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Treasure Panda Cast. I'm your host, Treasure Panda Fan 69. Let's go ahead and get started with this duel. Today we got Starry Night versus, well, Treasure Panda FTK. So Starry Night's going to go ahead and start us off with a Rael, and which will let him search a Starry Night spell or trap. So he's going to grab a Starry Night Ceremony. Using the effect of the ceremony, put a Starry Night at the bottom of the deck to grab a level 7 Light Dragon. So I believe he's putting back an Astel. Sorry if I get the names wrong. Putting Astel on the bottom to add a Starry Night Starry Dragon. Setting 2 more cards. Passing the turn. Next, a Junk Forward is going to be special summoned. And then a Phantom Knight of Torn Scales is going to be normal summoned. Starry Night Ceremony will then be activated in response to the effect activation to special summon a level 7 Light Dragon from the hand. Then that effect will activate on separate chain. It was an Astel. And then Junk Forward is going to be popped by the effect of Starry Night Starry Dragon, which whenever he's special summoned from the hand, he can destroy a card on the field. Phantom Knight of Ancient Cloak will then be activated to banish to add, it looks like. And then Starry Night Starry Blast will be activated to put a level 7 Light Dragon back in the hand and negate that effect. Infernal Arms Durandal then be equipped to Phantom Knight of Torn Scales, then activated to blow itself up to search for any warrior. Level 5 or lower warrior. Fireflint Lady be added to hand. Then special summoned. Link 2. Into an Soul, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights. Using her effect to add. Adding another Junk Forward. Then using her second effect. Put a Living Fossil, Cursed Bamboo Sword, Divine Phoenix Blade, and another Infernal Arms Durandal in the grave to summon a level 4 from the deck. Summoning an Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight will then dump any Dart monster. And then Cursed Bamboo Sword will let him add a Broken Bamboo Sword to his hand. I apologize. Then a Plague Spreader Zombie will be sent to the graveyard off Armageddon Knight. Putting Junk Forward back on top of the deck to special summon Plague Spreader. Link 3 to a Halqifibrax, or Link 2, sorry, into Halqifibrax to summon a Crusadia Arborea on summon for the Halqifibrax, and then Nibiru will be chained to the summon. Activating the effect of Divine Sword Phoenix Blade to banish Armageddon Knight and the Arborea. To add itself back to hand. Activating Different Dimension Revival, pitching the Divine Sword Phoenix Blade in order to special summon from the banish zone. Special summoning the Armageddon Knight, then using its effect once again. Leaving to go get a better token. Dumping, but due to the glare, cannot see, so I apologize. Oh, Zephyros. Blackwing Zephyros, the Elite. Getting a better token for the Nibiru token. Using the effect of Zephyros in the graveyard. To pay 400. Put a card back in the hand in order to special summon itself. Armageddon Knight will then go to the graveyard since DDR left the field. Then he'll get banished again off the effect of Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, along with Junk Forward. Activating DDR again. Summoning Armageddon Knight again. To dump again. This time you really can't see what he dumped. I believe it's a Summoner Monk, but we'll see. Overlaying to... Yes, it is a Summoner Monk. Overlaying into a Dukes the Timeless, number 60. Detaching 2 to special summon at the cost of skipping his next main phase. Special summoning the Summoner Monk that he just dumped. Banishing 2 warriors to put the Divine Sword back in hand again. Using Summoner Monk's effect to pitch it. In order to summon Treasure Panda, our favorite guy. He's the star of the show here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and put up that counter here in a little bit. Think about the next play here. These FTK decks are very, very intense. Linking off the token and Dugaris into a Barricade board blocker. Linking off the Summoner Monk and the Barricade board blocker into a Selene. Summoner Monk will then be special summoned back. Use his effect again, dumping the Broken Bamboo Sword. Or to special summon a Vision Hero Vion. Vion's going to dump Malicious. Overlaying those two into Daigusto Emerald. Banishing Malicious to summon another Malicious. Let's go ahead and put the counter up. Here comes Treasure Panda. Summoning a left leg of the Forbidden One. Activating again. Summon a right leg of the Forbidden. Both legs. Right, left, can't really tell from this angle. Linking off 1 into Link Haribo. Linking off 3 into a Light Swarm. Using its effect. To mill 3. Using the effect of Daigusto Emerald. Put the Exodia pieces, then his graveyard back into his deck, and then draw a card. Using Treasure Panda again. Lightsworn's name is Curious. Linking off 4, Curious, and the left leg into a Firewall Dragon. Using Treasure Panda again. Summon the left arm, or the right arm if you're looking at it. Using Treasure Panda again to summon another leg. Linking off those 2. Into a Nightmare Cerberus. Linking off our favorite card, Treasure Panda and Yugioh Emerald, into a Nightmare Phoenix. Using Firewall's effect to grab 3 pieces of Exodia back from the graveyard. Explaining the errata to Firewall Dragon, since this happened a little bit after it came out. Trying to decide what the next possible play is here. Linking off Celine and Firewall into another Firewall. In phase, activating Scarlet to summon an Eldlich. Drawing for turn. On draw phase, Firewall is going to activate, adding the last 2 pieces of Exodia to the hand, and no responses will mean game. Ceremony will be chained, special summon his Starry Night Starry Dragon, and then doesn't matter. The man has been made.
Exodia! Obliterate!
So we'll move on to game 2. Alright, here we are in game 2. Pot of Extravagance is going to start us off in the main phase. Opting to banish 6 off the top. Draw 2. Praying for some kind of disruption. Activating L-Land, paying 8. Grabbing an Eldlich. Setting 1. Setting 2. Setting 3. Passing the turn. Entering battle phase. At the end of battle phase, activating evenly matched. Normal summoning a Phantom Knight of Silent Boots, equipping Durandal to it. Searching off Durandal for a Fire Flint Lady. Specialing Fire Flint Lady since he controls a warrior. Linking out those two into an Assault, Two Tails and Noble Knights, and using her effect to search. This begs the question, I wonder how Treasure Panda would work in a deck like Spellbooks or something like that. It's an interesting prospect. Adding a junk forward to hand off Assault. Using Assault's second effect. Dumping a Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. Cursed Bamboo Sword. Two others that were lost by the glare. I believe one's a DDR, and I believe the last one was a living fossil. Special summoning an Armageddon Knight. Adding a Broken Bamboo Sword off Cursed Bamboo Sword's effect when it's sent to grave, and then Armageddon Knight will dump a Dark. I believe he dumps a Plague Spreader Zombie. Yep. Putting a card back on top to summon Plague Spreader Zombie, linking off those two into a Crystron Huckafabrax. Huckafabrax will summon a Crusadia Arborea. Synchroing to a Power Tool Dragon. Power Tool's effect. Adding the Durandal. Figuring out the next play here with that as DDR. Using the effect of Silent Boots to add a Phantom Knight spell or trap to his hand, adding a Shade Brigandine. Looks like we're going to go to game 3. Alright, here we are in game 3. The star of our show did not make it last game. We'll see if he does this game. Starting us off with a Phantom Knight of Torn Scales. Dumping a Zephyros from hand. In order to dump I believe a found Knight of Ancient Cloak, yes. To add Silent Boots special summoned itself, and then linking the 2 off into an Isolde. Isolde will then add. He goes fairly quickly in this one, I apologize in advance if I miss anything. Adding a red, Super Quantum Red layer, and then using her second effect to dump 4 equip spells. Special summon a level 4, special summoning Armageddon Knight. Cursed Bamboo Sword will have Broken Bamboo Sword. Armageddon Knight will dump. Don't go Plague Spreader Zombie. Using the effect of Plague Spreader Zombie. I believe you put the red layer back on top. Special summoning itself. And then linking it off with Isolde. To Haka Fabrax. Haka Fabrax will then special summon a level 3 lower tuner from the deck. Summoning a Arborea. Synchroing into a Power Tool Dragon. Power Tool Dragon will let him pick 3 equip spells from the deck. Opponent randomly adds 1. No restrictions on names, so he's just going to triple DDR and then get DDR. Banishing 2 warriors to add Divine Sword Phoenix Blade back. Pitching it to activate DDR to special summon Armageddon Knight again. Armageddon Knight's going to dump again. Dumping a Summoner Monk this time. Using Zephyros the Elite to bounce the DDR back, sending the Armageddon Knight to the grave and then special summon itself by paying 400. Banishing the Armageddon Knight and another warrior to add the Divine Sword Phoenix Blade back. Pitching it again for another DDR. Or the same DDR, my apologies. Then using Armageddon Knight again to dump. Overlay. To a Dugaris the Timeless. Using its effect to special summon from grave at the cost of his next main phase. Special summoning Summoner Monk. Linking Dugaris and Power Tool off to a Barricade board blocker. Banishing Armageddon and Silent Boots to add the Divine Sword back. Then using Torn Scales' effect when Silent Boots is banished to special summon itself. Make itself level 4. Using the effect of Summoner Monk to dump the Divine Sword Phoenix Blade in order to special summon a level 4. Guess who it is? It's the star of the show, people. Our favorite guy, Treasure Panda. Put that counter back up on the screen. Linking into a Selene. Selene's going to special summon a Summoner Monk back. Linking off Selene and leave Armageddon in order to go into an Appaloosa, just in case Nibiru is an issue. Then using Summoner Monk to special summon. Trashman picked the perfect time to come while I'm recording, people. Apologies. Special summoning a Vision Hero Vion. Vion's going to dump Malicious. Overlay into an Emerald. And let's get the counter up to 1, because Treasure Panda. Let's get the counter up to 2 now. Link off into Link Kuriboh, and then linking 3 into a Curious. Lightsworn Dominion. Treasure Panda again. Treasure Panda one more time. Linking off Curious on one of the legs into a Firewall. Using Emerald. Put the pieces back and Dugaris, I believe. Treasure Panda again. Counter up to 5 now. Oh, and linking off again into a Nightmare Cerberus. Using Treasure Panda again. Oh, and not being able to beat his personal best of 5 at this point. We'll see if he can do it next time. Linking off those two into a Nightmare Phoenix, using Firewall's effect to grab 3 Exodia pieces, and we kind of know how this goes. Linking off those into another Firewall Dragon. Sorry, I can't go into monster name specifics, it's going a little bit fast. Explaining the restriction on Firewall, why you had to go into another one, which Firewall's errata says once while it's face up on the field, so you have to go into another one in order to use the effect again. Kind of like the Ogdoadic level 10. Passing the turn. Drawing on draw phase, and in the last 2, and Exodia Obliterate. The man has been made once again.